Now I'm going back down to low rates, and now let's loop it. So there's a loop. I'm going to loop it again and again. Woo! And now we're going to bring it in. Here we go. I'm going to go straight out away from me. Going to go for, let's try for a stall turn. Going to go in the sky, rudder, and then bring it in for a stall turn. Hello pilots, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James alongside Alex, and today we got one of our Skynetic micros. This is the Pit Special, and as you can see, it comes painted, it comes looking good. It also comes on this really cool display stand, which will hold your ready to run sticks if you decide to get the ready to run option. And then you can manipulate the aircraft in all different manners. So I love having the display stand so that I could, again, display it, pop them up on a shelf. We have about 6 in the lineup now with more coming. Again, we have a couple biplanes, we have about 4 warbirds, and we're gonna have more entering this lineup as the future goes on. But these things you could fly in front of your house, you could fly down the street, you could take them anywhere. That's the beauty, because they are gyro stabilized, which is also awesome. And then we also carry Futaba ready versions. So if you have a Futaba transmitter, you'll be able to bind up to that, and then you could further dial in your rates and get more exponential things like that. You can really dial in the aircraft. And then Wesley had made a video where he attaches a, he shows you how to connect it to a Spectrum radio. So for somebody who flies Spectrum who wants to, definitely look out for the video. But we're gonna get this thing up here, and then we'll wrap up this video after we're done flying. So let's go fly it. There we go. Pit Special. With the gyro flying around. So again, we got the Skynetic Micro Pit Special. I'm in 6G mode, which is full gyro, and the 6G mode locks you out of any sort of aerobatics. So no matter how hard you bang on the rudder, on the ailerons, on the elevator, she will not loop, she will not roll, she will not do any of those things. But it's great for beginners. This is the best mode to fly in, because you could let go of the sticks like I am, and it's just gonna fly straight and true. The gyro on these things works fantastic, and it's really good for helping guys, you know, learn orientation. If you're looking to get into RC flying, orientation's one of those key things, obviously, you need to learn and experience for yourself. It's like something you really can't practice. I guess you can practice in a simulator, of course, but when you have a plane up in the air and the plane's facing you, right being right, left being left, and those, you know, those getting your brain and your thumbs to work together is one of the things you gotta learn, like flying an instrument, like playing an instrument or something along those lines. So now I'm up, I'm gonna hit the top left switch, which is gonna now give me expert mode, which is higher rates, but I'm still in the 6G. But you're able to bank a little harder than you would if you were in basic rates, low rates, because on the top left stick you have high rate and low rate options, and that will work for all modes. So when you're up here, again, you're not going to be able in the 6G mode to roll it, loop it, and if I go for vertical, that's the highest it's going to get vertically. It won't do like a stall turn in this mode or anything. It just always wants to fly level. It's always going to fight you to get back to level, if you will, which again, a great mode. But now I'm going to take it, I'm up at this height, I'm now going to push the button once, and that's going to put me in 3D mode. So 3D mode means we still have gyro, which is great. It'll help you keep it straight, but it won't fight to stay straight, and it'll allow you to do some aerobatics. So I'm just gathering it up, and now I'm going back down to low rates, and now let's loop it. So there's a loop, I'm gonna loop it again and again. Woo! And now we're gonna bring it in. Here we go, I'm gonna go straight out away from me, gonna go for, let's try for a stall turn. Gonna go in the sky, rudder, and then bring it in for a stall turn. And now this is the mode, the 6G and then the 3D are my favorite modes. Honestly, for this video, for the purpose of video, we got a little wind today. Wind is not these things' best friend. Again, they're made out of EPP foam, So if you get the slightest gust, it's gonna blow all over the place. And in manual mode, I wouldn't recommend it unless you were getting the Futaba Ready version. On the Futaba Ready version, you're then able to go into your Futaba transmitter and you could change the rates, you could add expo, you could really dial this in. On the ready to run sticks, I wouldn't recommend flying it around in manual mode. I wouldn't even enjoy that myself. Like, I'm gonna bring it up, I'm hitting manual mode, and then I'm going right back to 6G, which is where I'm at now. You know, what I love about these is that, you know, if you're an American, or even if you're in Europe, you're probably gonna have a soccer pitch or a baseball field near your house. You're never too far from one, so you can always run out there to, you know, to fly these things around and just have some fun. But if you got a big enough backyard, or if you got an empty cul-de-sac, court style, you're gonna have a lot of fun flying around any of these Skynetic options. And what's awesome too is, as Wes had shown in the first videos when we released, every one of these models comes with like a display stand, if you will, that you can angle the aircrafts in all different ways. So as we make more of them, and we're going to definitely be adding to this lineup, there's going to be so many great options for you. And they're just nice collectible, something to have on the table, you know, on your workbench, on display, up on a shelf. They really look good for what they are. And it's almost just a fun little option that you even can fly them. Whoa! Let's see, what, am I rolling here? There we go. So I'm in 3D mode. So that's manual, and now I'm in 6G mode. So I was in 3D mode. I thought I was in the 6G, but I was still able to do rolls, loops. And now one thing on the battery packs included, you should easily be able to pull off 10-minute flights, if not more. They really don't take a lot of battery power, which is great. As I said, they're just sort of lazy flyers that you could just have a grand old time with in a small space. So now I'm just gonna bang the rudder, so this is no aileron, just the gyro. And look at that. Rudder turn all day, and it doesn't even fight you. But see, now this is some wind. See, the wind will drop you. That's where you'll get caught. Woo! I thought I was hitting that pole, Alex. I saw that pole. I thought. But the beauty is too, I'll show you when I land here, the props themselves, they're only pushed on. So if you do get into a crash into grass or into dirt or something, you're really not gonna break the prop. I guess you can, I mean, depending how hard you hit, but the prop will pop off. It's made to pop off so you can just pop it back on, which is great. And then we have a bunch of spare props and such. I'm gonna try to land it here. Oh, no, keep it up. I'm gonna bring it back closer to me. We're gonna try to put it down by home plate. So wind is at my back, so we're coming into the wind now, and then the wind shuts off. And there you go. I can't get it to land on this dirt, still a little rough. You need like concrete to get it to land nicely. But the beauty is, again, works well. Now you can also take off the landing gear if you want to. I don't on a plane like this because the landing gear in real life would be fixed. So I'd leave it on this. But like for a warbird, if you wanted to fly around, you know, one of the warbirds without the landing gear, you could just take that off, and the beauty is they hand launch with ease. So when you hand launch, I'd again recommend being in 6G mode. So let the gyro help you get out of dodge and just let it go. Let the technology take over and just have a good time. Let's keep it in a little lower, because now the wind seems to have died on us here, which is good. And then like, for beginners, work on your figure eights. Figure eights is a pattern that, you know, that'll help you as a pilot. Just learn orientation, making those left to right hand turns, you know. Obviously, try flying higher up if you're a beginner. Always go many mistakes high, so you give yourself a chance if you were to get in a sticky situation. But one of the hardest things I always found, learning was when the plane is facing you, just remembering the difference between right and left. One of the things that helped me was trying to picture myself in the cockpit. I don't know if that helps other people, but as somebody who played a lot of video games and things like that, I'm used to first and third person views. So I could kind of put myself in there and just always, figure that out on the sticks myself. All right, I'm gonna bring it in here because we've done about all we're gonna do. I'm gonna fly around one more time, bring it right back towards me, lose some altitude. Oh, I thought I was gonna land it in. I thought if I gave it a little more juice towards the end, but all around, super, super cool. So those are the sticks that come with it, ready to fly mode. But again, also we have the Futaba ready. And then we also have a video on YouTube and on, I think, all the pages where Wesley shows you how you can connect these up to a Spectrum radio as well. You just need to buy like a satellite receiver, one of our Lemon satellite receivers, to swap out in there, and you can also get it working that way. So that's really cool. You have all the options, but if you just want a nice ready to fly, these sticks are gonna get it done. And then, as I said before, you can hear the gyro cranking on this thing, but the prop itself, if you just, now of course, if I crash it, it'll pop off, but see, it just pulls right off. It's just plastic push in, like it's a tight fit. And then if you ever needed to change this prop, you just, there's a little screw hole in the front, which is now covered with dirt. But there's a little screw hole here so you can take off the nose cone, whatever, swap out the prop and put it right back. But then when you want to fly it, you just press it in and it locks in. It's not going anywhere, and that's basically it. But again, you got rudder, elevator, ailerons, a landing gear that you could pull out, and then you get the stand also that comes with it. But guys, it's been a lot of fun getting out here at our local baseball field to fly around one of the Skynetic Micros. Check out this one. I'll have a link to the whole collection in the description down below, and keep your eye out for more of them because we definitely have more coming. Guys, hit the like button on your way out the door, and we'll see you next time at Motion RC.